Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This one's a Future King here once again, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I want to talk about something, and it's something I've heard talked about regarding My Dress Up Darling. Actually, the day I'm recording this, episode 11 is going to be coming out later. I'm recording this at 1:19 a.m. Of course, by the time you see this, that reaction should be out by that point, but yeah. Something I've heard said by My Dress Up Darling that I think is bafflingly wrong. And I talk about this in the script I'm writing for my analysis of the series, which take me way longer than I like to admit to make. So, I want to make a video talking about it right now. Alright, and that is the idea that My Dress Up Darling is just about fan service. It's just a fucking ecchi show with no substance to it whatsoever, and that's the only reason to watch it is to get horny. This is bafflingly wrong. Okay, yes, there is fan service in the show, like almost every anime ever made. I said almost. There are definitely exceptions, especially as you go back further in time, like 70s and stuff. But there's a lot of exceptions. But a good chunk of them do. And unfortunately, a lot of them tend to get lumped in together as like, oh, there's no substance at all. If there's fan service in the show, there's no reason to read it or watch it other than for that, right? And I usually think that's complete bullshit. But the problem here is I feel like the fan service in My Dress Up Darling is actually integral to the story. Yes, I said that. I feel like the fan service in My Dress Up Darling, it helps establish character and theme very, very well. And few shows with fan service manage to accomplish that. Okay? And it works for both of our characters. Right? For Marin, the whole idea is that she's a teenage girl who is ridiculously hot. And she is extremely confident in her body. Alright? So she has no reason to be embarrassed when she happens to show too much cleavage or get half naked for a fucking cosplay. She has no reason to get embarrassed because she's extremely confident in her body. And halfway through the show, once she starts developing feelings for him, there are times when she will intentionally show him some stuff to try and get a reaction out of him, to try and hint that she likes him and stuff, So it makes perfect sense on her side of things. And on his side of things, he's a teenage boy who has all of these hormones that teenage boys have, but he doesn't fully understand them. Okay, so it makes perfect sense that he reacts the way he does when seeing this girl, half naked. I mean, really, it's just at the beginning, it's just because she's a girl at all, a hot girl at all. But once it, continues on, it kind of becomes also exacerbates it because he starts to develop feelings for her as well. It makes perfect sense that he would have a wet dream in episode 3, I think, at the very beginning of episode 3, I want to say. And then jerk off thinking about her afterwards. Which I mention in the script I said I'm writing as something that I've never seen happen before. I've never seen this specific uncomfortable thing addressed before in an anime, manga, rom-com. Ever. Now, something like that would be uncomfortable for both the man and the woman involved if she ever found out about it. Honestly, I think equally, but for different reasons. But yeah, I've never seen that very realistic thing addressed ever before in an anime, manga, rom-com. But this series goes there. So the fan service is in this series, it's nice, but it's not pointless. It serves a purpose. In serves a purpose for both of their characters. Okay? And it makes sense in context. So how people can say that this series is just about fan service baffles me. Okay? It's like they watched episode 2, which is really when the fan service starts to kick off and is honestly probably where the majority of the fan service is at. You know what I think happened? I think people watched the first 2 episodes of the series, they stopped watching it and just said it's all about fan service. Because think about it, the majority of the fan service happens in episode 2, when he's measuring her body. Alright, that scene is probably where like 80 or 85% of the fan service in this series happens. Full stop. And that's not to say there isn't other fan service later on. There's tons of it. Alright, but the majority of it is right there. And not only that, but people refuse to dig deeper. There are so many people who refuse to accept that fan service can add to theme, can add to character, can add to the depth of a story. And that just baffles me. Alright? Look, if you don't care about the deeper themes in an anime, you have every right not to. You have every right to enjoy anime however the hell you want, even if it's just on a superficial level. But to accuse an anime of something that is clearly factually incorrect, that's what I can't stand. Alright, and that's why I'm making this video, because I needed to vent about it. Because it is really starting to piss me off. I don't know if this is an overwhelming majority, but the fact that there are, I mean, obviously it's not, because this is a really popular show, but the fact that there are anybody that is saying this just irritates me. And the worst part about it is, you probably haven't made it to the end of this video if you're watching. You know, I've only been talking for 7 minutes. You probably haven't made it this far. You probably saw the title of the video. Hell, did you even watch a single second of this video, or did you just see the title of the video and decide to leave a condescending comment? Okay, or dislike it, or whatever. Or maybe you didn't even click on the video. Maybe you saw. Maybe some people just saw the title, frickin' laughed and turned away. Because I've gotten that shit like all of that a lot online. Right? People refuse to accept that fan service can serve deeper purposes. And even though it absolutely can, and My Dress Up Darling is the perfect example of that. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that topic. It is really bullshit. There's so much more going for this series. It is, yes, fan service heavy, but it's not overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. Even this season alone. Have you seen World End Harem? Probably not. So, which, I mean, that in and of itself is a masterpiece. But anyways, so, yeah, I just wanted to get this out there. This is complete horseshit. Alright, there are so many deeper aspects of this series. And the fan service doesn't distract from that. And this series isn't deep in spite of that. It assists the deeper aspects. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Hit the notification bell if you want to know whenever I upload a new video, because I release new videos all the time. Share on other places on the internet if you think it deserves it, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Try to help get it and my channel more attention. And like always, comment on the video down below, because that helps my channel out. Let me know your thoughts on this video and on the topic and on the series. Do you agree or disagree with anything that I said in this video, and why for either? And do you have anything else to add on this topic? Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.